Hey guys, it's Cray here, some more Donkey Kong Country Returns. This time we're on part 17 and we'll be doing the last few levels of World 8 and then we'll be moving on to World 7, so yeah. Basically finishing up these last 2 to 3 levels and then right after we're going for first 3 or 4 levels of World 7, so yeah. This level is pretty difficult, I'd say, right here. One of the harder rocket barrel levels in the game. Very tight timing, and if you're not careful, you can die easy. So you're okay there. You gotta kind of lean into it and then let yourself fall very carefully or you will get hit. There's a lot of places in this level that are kind of like that, where you gotta be careful. You need to dip at certain points or you need to go high at certain points, but only for just a second. See right here, there's the O. You gotta go up and you gotta let yourself fall down there enough that you won't hit that too. A lot of this is like all about controlling your height, so be extra careful. Like, I can't stress enough that this is pretty difficult. And don't go too low, just be sure you're careful and watch your rocket barrel and try to let the bottom touch the end, then go back up afterwards. Here, just kind of go where you're safe. Like, you see it's not going to hit the bottom, go to the bottom. If you see it's not hit the top, go to the top. You get near the end, stay near the top so you won't get hit. It's not too bad. That G's just like right there where you can grab it, and then where you know you've beaten the level. It's pretty easy to beat, but the Kong letters can be pretty hard to get in this level. There you go. This level's not too bad. It's pretty simple overall. So, there you go. And that level is honestly one of the harder levels in World 8 from what I remember too, so yeah. Okay, now for 8-1. 8-1 Furious Fire. Right. I don't remember a whole lot about what went on when I first recorded this level. I just remember I didn't have a lot of fun with it because it is pretty hard. This level has some pretty nasty timing. Like, I think I mentioned it when I was first recording it, but this level has like all these different sources of damage. I didn't think I went into anything about mirror mode in this talk, but I do remember mentioning it was really tough. And so yeah, be extremely careful, try not to get hit by anything. Just watch your surroundings carefully and duck when you think you need to. If you have to blow out those little fires, just don't get hit by anything, and don't bounce off of something the wrong way, because you probably will bounce into something you're not intending to. You have to keep your eyes peeled for obstacles in this level. It's not too bad. As long as you keep a good sense of awareness, you'll probably be alright. Here, say just get close enough without getting hit, and then burn and get him and just get rid of the fire by like making him burn out by just whistling at him or blowing on him, or whatever you call that anyway. Basically the same there, but just make sure the shots are gone with that blue tiki and then do it when you know you're safe. Here I just did this because I didn't think the puzzle piece over there was worth it, so I just went and hit that on the ground 3 times, so slam on that 3 times and go up. If you don't care about puzzle pieces, probably not the best time to be collecting them, and would be just in a normal playthrough and not in mirror mode. Mirror mode's not a good time to be doing this. Maybe if you want to get Kong letters like I do, it's fine to collect those, but not puzzle pieces because of how dangerous it is. Alright, so there you go. Fires are out of your way. You gotta make sure they're not about to go. Usually it's best to go when you know that all the enemies are cleared out and the fireballs aren't about to show up there at that jump. Here, I just kind of blew out this guy. Or I didn't even blow him out. I was thinking of a different time when I tried this, I guess, but just kind of jump on that vine, you should be alright. This is pretty easy though. It's like take your time and don't get hit. A lot of this stuff is really predictable if you watch what you're doing. It's all a matter of really watching. Don't get greedy. Just take your time with the level and do what you can to stay alive. If you do that, you should be fine. It's not that bad, honestly. This part is one of the more stress-inducing parts. You gotta be kind of careful. I rolled under that little fireball and I had a chance because I thought it'd be safe, and you can try that if you get enough time. May not be the most guaranteed safe way, but it's a way to get past it. Here, see the G, just grab it when you know you're safe to and you've been plenty careful. You have to be kind of quick because you might get hit by a fireball if you take too long, but don't run straight into one and cave yourself in or you have no choice but to get hit, because that can't happen. This same premise to just kill it when you know you're clear, and you're pretty much already being low. There's a free balloon if you want it, but yeah, there's 8-1 in mirror mode. Pretty easy. Also, if you're watching this for the first time and you're wondering why I'm doing mirror mode in reverse, well, it's because I find it easier to just get the really hard levels out of the way immediately and then go back to the beginning and just do the easier levels last, because this way I get all the challenging levels out of the way, and it's actually a little more fun to do it in reverse, and it makes an interesting challenge I don't see a lot of people do, even though there's nothing wrong with it this way. Okay, and this is one of the first boss fights I'd say that's really, really hard in mirror mode. Like, it's not super bad, but it's not great either. This is pretty tough. You gotta be careful. Big thing is watching the feet and having a huge amount of spatial awareness and watching his attack pattern so you don't get hit by him raging. So, yeah, there's a lot of things to go and watch. Then when he's about to jump and try to hit you, you also need to know, is he going to slam his feet together or is he going to leave you space? If he's going to leave you space, you can try to duck and stay in the middle, not run away from it. Usually it takes like 2 times before he'll give you space, but if he starts rotating, I think that's a sign he gives you a freebie and you can hit him, so be careful. Then when that happens, get out of there after you get your hit. Basically, you didn't know what I was doing, jump up, get on that green area, and then just start slamming him with an attack. On the Wii, it's just go and shake your controller. On 3DS, it just be spam like X button or whatever. The first segment is pretty easy. Still takes a little bit of careful precision, but it's not all bad. The second phase is kind of a bit worse, though. It's not all bad. Okay, he just kind of gave me a freebie shot there. Sometimes you have to wait a while for that third shot. You get a chance at a freebie and you know his legs are clear and he'll give you room to hit him from above there, then I'd say go for it. Here, maybe kill off a few of these little chicken robots or whatever you need to. Get some room and don't let him hit you, just kind of let him land in a spot where you can reach him easy and then go for it. So be extra careful, it's not too bad. And just keep kind of doing the same thing to hit him. I mentioned hitting the chicken robots to be dumb. They can kind of like cut into the space you've got to dodge, so just getting rid of them could be a smart move. And there you go, that's that boss fight. It's not too bad. This really isn't that tough of a boss fight. It's the World 6 boss that I'd say is like really challenging in mirror mode. This chicken boss is made harder, but he's not that hard, so yeah. Nothing to really worry about anyway. Okay, so now we're at 7-7 Music Madness. Just for the record, 7-R doesn't have a mirror mode variant, that's why I skipped it. I don't think it would have had one anyway, because it's mostly just Rotten and Rocket level, and you have one hit anyway, so there's really no point in giving it a version where you only have 1 HP, because things wouldn't really look any different in mirror, considering it's just a vertical level, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Anyway, I want to sit here and wait, and be careful not to get hit by these hammers. Don't get hit by these little drum-like things. It's all about kind of getting the groove and the rhythm of what's going on here, and moving in conjunction and not getting hit. It's not too bad. Just don't go and you know there's a chance you'll get hit. Wait until you know it's about done. Let it like go first if you even want to, and then go and like jump in right after you know you're safe to. That's what I did. Careful these little fire hydrant guys, they're pretty dangerous. Not too bad. Here, it's all about just watching and jumping when you know you're clear, and it's not hard to get the patterns here. These are some pretty easy patterns to pick up on. It's a puzzle piece if you want to collect it. I wouldn't recommend going for it, but I mean, if you really want it, then go for it. You can see what I'm doing here. It's really easy. You just got to kind of get the idea of when to jump, and that takes very little time to get used to, so it should be fine. And just jump at the right moment, or not even just jump at the right moment there, and be careful, and you should be able to collect it with relative ease. maybe throw this little chicken over there and get rid of him. I had to do that because that fire hydrant guy can get in the way if you don't. This is the part where a lot of people mess up, so be careful. Get over when you know like the first 2 or 3 have gone, and then try to rush and get through before it resets. Otherwise you might get hit. Usually you'll get out around the time the 4th one's done. And this part is even worse. See that fire hydrant? Be careful to start ducking and let him get close, and don't be careless and try to hit him. Here you can see there was like a set of swings going on. That was hard for me. You have to watch it really carefully and time it, so just be careful. This, go when you know you're safe and you know it's not going to hit you, so yeah, it's easy. Just rush after you know you get a bit of free time and get the heck out of that one and just keep going. It's like the only one that was really hard out of that set though is mostly the one where there were 2 hammers moving in at the same time, or whatever you call those things. I guess they're hammers, I'm not sure what they are. But yeah, this level has a lot to do with like feeling the rhythm of the level and just being careful, and that's not too bad. Really done. And keep going. If you're playing the normal variant, that would have been where the button was, where that little weakened beam looking area was at, but this is on mirror mode, so you don't have to worry about that now. Careful here. This is pretty simple, and now just be patient and you can go. Always be careful to fire, like you can get hit by it very easy if you're not careful, and there's really no reason to die to it because you get plenty of time to be careful. Okay, here things can get a little confusing. You don't want to be too close to these giant little hammers or mounts or whatever when they're hitting this. You kind of want to get up and like go flying from it, like when you're a little far away from it but not very far. You need to have like a bit and make it where you're not close to touching it, but what you can do is like go and then go over it in like one fell swoop. But be careful because when you're doing it, you don't want to touch the hammer, you probably will die. Like if it swings down, you're touching it, you probably will die. So a little challenging, not super bad, but not super easy either. So you can tell I was being careful not to get hit there. I kind of thought I did another level in this, but guess not. Misremembered it. It's only because of this being so challenging that it took so much time. And I believe that's all I did in this video, so hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope my video was helpful. Next time we'll be covering more of World 7 in mirror mode, so thanks for watching guys. Bye.